Hey everyone, today I got a package from E3 Cube Store, and as you can tell by the size, it's not cubes, but it is lube. It is Silicube, and I'm really excited to see how this works, because I've only heard good things about this lube, so I'm really excited. And it took about 5 days to ship, so it's pretty nice. And here they are. And these are pretty big lubes. Yeah. I wonder why they didn't come with like a cap thing, but that's okay. Maybe I'll just like put some in here because this syringe thing's not amazingly packed, I would say. But yeah. This is the low, so I believe that's called Rush. This is the high, and this is called Control, I believe. So this is fairly cheap, and this is 10 cc's of lube. So I mean that's a lot of lube. So I guess no complaints. Alright. So now that I got that off, let's just take a look or click. I see. Okay, so this is the cap. It just seems really sticky and lubey, as you can tell on my fingers. So I'm really excited to see how these work out. And I'm going to be testing more than just 3x3s because a lot of the cubers that get to test this lube out, they just use 3x3s as a guinea pig. I am going to use 3x3s. To test out, I'm going to use Diane Guhong's. This will consist with Rush and Control, just to see how it works. And I already I just disassembled them because I wanted it to make a quicker lubing process for me. So yeah. Then I will be lubing the Shenxiao 5x5 with whatever lube I like the most, and I think would go well in this. Same here with the Diane Zanchi. The a 2x2, this is a Ghost Hand 2x2, and the Shenxiao 6x6. So yeah, I'll probably lube this with Rush because I would like a really faster feel. This is very slow, I think, in my opinion. At least the outer layers. So yeah. So enough chit chat. I think I'll start lubing. So I've had this lube for a couple days now, and so I've tested all these cubes out. And so I'm going to name out what different type of lube I put in here. So I put Control, Rush, Control, Rush, Rush, Rush. So Control, it seems to give the cube more of a glidey feel. And if you like the gummy feel, then that's what the Control gives you. So the name of the lube does really say what this is. So, yeah. So it's very fast still, but you can still control the cube, I guess. And then for the Rush, I mean, it just acts as Lubix, I feel. It just feels a little bit lighter as a cube in general. And, you know, you do get this much faster feel, and it does feel a little bit less controlled than the high viscosity lube. Now for the 3x3 in Control, it's very nice. This feels like when I first got my Guhong, it feels very smooth and kind of gummy, and you can't hear the gumminess anymore, but in the beginning you could really hear it, and you can tell that it was very gummy. Here, it's the same thing with the Zanchi here. This is Rush. Very fast still. And it's pretty nice. And for the bigger cubes, Rush in here, it's nice. It just feels like a Lubix or something. And so, it won't be that big of a difference. But yeah. And then the lube in here, I don't know if the fastness of this cube is because of the lube, or because of the springs. I put in cube for you springs in here, and it turned out to be really nice. And so, yeah, hold on. Yeah, so it's very fast, and I don't know, I like it a lot. If you're going to lube this, like the core stuff, you don't want to lube the core because the core doesn't move. It's actually, you want to lube like the X Cube 4 ring, if you know what I'm talking about. That's what you want to lube. And so, yeah, the lube reacts to all cubes well, and yeah, I had a few complications in the beginning with this lube. A lot of it spilled out because of the tip. As you can see, it's very wide, and it just squirts out everywhere if you get the 10 cc. And so then I lost about 2 millimeters of each lube because it just spilled out everywhere. And I will show you a few clips of the lube and what happened to it. You'll see lube is all over my hand right here, and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, I did say I'm never buying from E3Cube store again, but I actually just now realized that I bought it from Silicube. Is not run by E3Cube store. It just helped with so yeah, it was just an anger because I was mad that the lube was pouring out all over my hand. So yeah, so I won't be talking after that. So after I show the clips, that will be the end of the video. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, YT Theory Company, and to check out my channel as well, because I have some other nice videos on cubing related stuff. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I also have another unboxing coming up soon, so be on the lookout for that. And I have a couple reviews coming out of the Kirby Copter, the Shensho 4i4 version 3, Shensho 505, and other stuff like that. So yeah, thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Have a nice day. Bye. Okay, now I'm kind of a little mad because of the way they decided to put the tubes on here. First of all, one is broken, doesn't even work for like lubing the cube. Second of all, there's no cap to it, so like you can't block the lube, so it'll come out like there's no tomorrow. And third, you can't lube it properly because it's so big. The diameter of how the lube comes out is so big that like so much spews out that you can't even lube the core correctly. You just have to like lube the pieces, which is not what I want to do. I want to lube it thoroughly and get a nice lubing process. And it's so gummy right now. I mean, honestly, I'm not happy right now. This is not what I expected. I expected much more out of this. This feels more gummy than this. I mean, look at all this lube that's spilled out of the syringe because a cap is stripped. This is ridiculous. This could lube 10 cubes. And now it's just wasted. I'm never buying from E3Cube store again. Alright, so I lubed the Guhong colored with supposedly the high viscosity one, and this was the low, but I think they messed up the labels. No joke. I seriously think this is much thicker than the yeah, that's way thicker. Let's just see the high viscosity now. Yeah, high viscosity is a little bit less smooth, or more smooth. So yeah, the Guhong, it's more sluggish, or like more gummy, a lot more gummy. And I put the low viscosity in here. That's what I labeled it with. Then this one works really fast. And it's really nice. I like it a lot. But first of all, they put these terrible tubes here to act as the syringe extractant, and it's awful. You can't even use it well. Then they decide to... Then they accidentally messed up the labels. I mean... I'm starting to wonder what was going on through their heads when they were thinking about making this kind of lube. Honestly, I'm extremely disappointed with the service. If they came with a nice little syringe thing that the 3cc comes with, then that'd be great. And then I wouldn't be too mad about that. But instead, I got lube all over my hands, my cubes. And this I lubed with the high viscosity as well, and I didn't want to. So, and I don't want to re-lube it and stuff like that, so I'll just leave it. But, man, I don't even know if I'll post this video. Yeah, I'm not happy. I'm really mad right now. Because first of all, one of these things is stripped. It like doesn't even go in the cube, right? Or into the lubes thingy. I'm trying to see why. And so it does, like, I have to use this Lubix thing so I can cap it and stuff. Yeah, and I have to put it in this Lubix because these syringes are just terrible. I'm starting to wonder why